the show already. Sheesh.
Well, hello, everybody. Hope everyone is having a pretty good Thursday.
Hello,
Pretty good.
hello.
How is everyone? Hello, Frenchie. Good to see you. And Andrea Myers, good to see you.
Yes, Frenchie, I hope you're
Maria?
feeling better. Frenchie had a procedure.
Oh,
so,
no.
we're hoping
I hope
Frenchie
you are feeling better. Colleen, good to see you. Oh, goodness,
Maria.
goodness. All right. Yeah, so small crowd because nobody wants to talk about anything but a potato.
Andrea.
Which is okay. I get it. Lots to catch up on.
Joseph William.
William.
Is
Oh,
here
Joseph
too.
William. Hello. How are you?
I think we got everybody now, but they'll come in.
Yeah.
Wishful She-Devil is here. Liz Bonds. Hello, hello, hello.
Well, hey, guys. Welcome.
Maria
See,
P.
I wasn't late. I was just waiting on you guys.
Right.
That's how that works. Or at least that's how I'll pitch it, right?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. So this just kind of popped up on my radar again. Like, I couldn't believe it's already here. I couldn't believe it didn't already happen. Like, God, it feels like forever ago they announced that this guy had been identified or indicted. So I thought, well, maybe people aren't familiar with where the case is so far. So it might be good to do like a little pre-ramble. I'll just ramble on about it for a little while and kind of see where the case is. Because this guy,
Hey, Dragon's Gravy.
Hey, Dragon's Gravy. How are you? Ooh, I can't read that. What is that? Softly spoken. Thank you. Okay, finally got it. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to sound it out.
I think you always have trouble with that one.
Probably.
Hello.
Hey, Elfie, how are you? Good to see you. So I thought it would be interesting to go over this and then talk about what a ding-dong this Duane Davis is. Because this guy kind of had it made, and then he screwed it up. So we'll talk about it.
Thank you so much, Liz Barnes. I appreciate that. She was playing my videos all night long, but had to lower the volume so she could actually sleep.
That's good. Sweet. That's really sweet. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Oh, let's see.
Joan Fisher is here. Hello.
Hey, Joan. How are you? Good to see you. As well. Make sure that you hit that like button on the way in. Double check.
Yes, spank it on the way in. Spank it on the way in.
Make sure you are still subscribed. Hit the notifications for all if you'd like. And yeah, I guess there's maybe a link. Boosh. Hey, Boosh. Hello. There is a link. Well, I guess you can see the link at the top for all the linky things. If you want to follow me on social media or any other platforms, it's all there. Oh, thanks, Boosh. What a compliment. Thank you. I don't even think he's teasing me today.
Always looks good. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Yamaha. How are you?
Hey, Yamaha. Hey, Side Eyes. Yes.
Hey, Side Eyes. Fill the stank bank of likes. Oh, no.
I look awful, but Rosie always looks good.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very sweet.
Morning. And it looks like I got a bald spot on one side. I don't know what's that.
Menopause.
Definitely
menopause. So, like I said, this case is supposed to, as far as right now, the case is set. Hello, words is set to begin August 10th, 2026. So we'll see. Hey, Rick, how are you?
Hey, Rick.
So let's just give a little bit of background here. The indictment of the Tupac Shakur murder case centers on Duane Keffe D. Davis, who was arrested and charged in September 2023, nearly 27 years after the September 7th, 1996 drive-by shooting that ended the rapper. Davis, a former leader or shot caller in the South Side Compton Crips gang and uncle of Orlando Anderson, is the only person ever charged in the case. He has pleaded not guilty. His trial is scheduled to begin August 10th, 2026 in Clark County, Nevada, Las Vegas, excuse me, as of early July 2026, recent pretrial rulings have largely favored the prosecution on key evidence issues. And this is where this case gets really silly. I know it's not silly, given Tupac lost his life, but this particular person is, thanks, Darren. This particular person did the most boneheaded thing I think I've ever seen happen in a murder trial. So we'll go over the shooting in case people don't remember, or maybe you weren't following it, or maybe you were living under a rock in 1996. I don't know. Maybe you weren't born yet. I don't know.
Or Tupac. Maybe you're in menopause and you can't remember 1996.
Who's Tupac? And please don't say his name, Tupac. Really annoying. But he was 25 and shot around 11:15 p.m. on September 7th, 1996, while riding in a black BMW 750IL driven by Death Row Records CEO Marion Suge Knight. They were stopped at a red light at East Flamingo Road and Coble Lane in Paradise, Nevada, which is near the Strip. A white late model four-door Cadillac pulled alongside and fired 4 rounds from a .40 caliber Glock 22 pistol into the BMW. Tupac was hit 4 times, twice in the chest, once in the arm, once in the thigh. He died on September 13th, 1996, which that breaks my heart, that he was just fighting for his life.
Oh my God, I know.
I mean, I'd rather just go, really quickly.
25 years old, too.
I know. And such a great talent. Such a great talent. Okay, he died from complications including respiratory failure. Suge Knight was grazed by a bullet fragment. The motive, according to the prosecution, Tupac, yes, Yamaha Tupac, retaliation for an earlier brawl, which, was a fight, that same night at the MGM Grand after a Mike Tyson boxing match. Tupac's entourage, linked to the mob Piru Gang Bloods, assaulted Orlando Anderson, which was Duane Davis's nephew. So there's a little connection there. A South Side Compton Crip and Davis's nephew in the lobby. This stemmed from broader gang rivalry and tensions in the gangsta rap scene between West Coast Crips and linked figures and East Coast Bloods, associated ones, including Death Row Records, I guess. It was in parentheses, but they've left off the records. I'm thinking that's what that is. The indictment and the charges. A Clark County grand jury indicted Davis on or around September 29th, 2023. The same day he was arrested without incident near his Henderson, Nevada home after July 2023 search warrants on his wife's residence. The exact charge is 1 count of open murder with use of a deadly weapon with a gang enhancement, described as murder with the intent to promote, further, or assist a criminal gang. So this, some of this is going to sound a little different to you guys because open murder leaves it up to the jury to decide whether it's first or second. So they are the ones who actually figure that out instead of it being brought to the court that way. And I do think that it's interesting. They are not seeking the death penalty, which they could in Nevada, which tells me they're still a little uneasy on where they stand on it. Mm-hmm. Probably because of the amount of time that's passed. I mean, it's 30 years. I mean,
yeah,
it's insane that it's taken this long. The deadly weapon enhancement applies to the use of the firearm. The gang enhancement significantly increases the potential penalties and reflects allegations that the crime was committed to benefit or promote the gang. The maximum sentence upon conviction is life in prison. Davis did not testify before the grand jury. He was arraigned and pleaded not guilty on November 2nd, 2023. He has remained in custody with some periods involving house arrest attempts or transfers related to other matters, including a later jailhouse fight conviction. So got into a little brouhaha in prison, which I guess that's to be expected. Hey, Kelly, how are you?
Hey, Kelly. Hey, Darren. Hi,
Hey,
Aunt
LB.
B.
Good to see you. Aunt B is here. Hey.
Aunt B is here.
How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. Please make sure you hit that like button, if you don't mind.
Yeah, tiramisu, she prefers to just get the whole bag of chew sticks and pick her own. She's like that. She likes to dump the whole bag out.
Liz, I think it's kind of interesting because we're going to get into this a little bit more in detail, and I think it wouldn't be that hard to prove necessarily. I think it's just the amount of time that's passed, the lack of eyewitnesses, the other parties that were involved are all deceased, including his nephew. So I think that's the more of an issue than anything.
We just got started, KLB.
We just got started.
Nothing good happened yet.
Yeah, nothing good has
now
happened.
That you're here, sure. All the good stuff is going to start.
Okay, so the key, wait a minute, there we go. Allegations and theory. Prosecutors, led by Chief Deputy District Attorney Mark Diagiacomo, describe Davis as the on-ground, on-site commander, shot caller, or five-star general who orchestrated the hit. Looks cute doing it, though.
Yeah, she's a hoot. She's the only one who'll do it, too. The other ones won't stick their head in the bag.
Oh, so. Yeah, it's my fault.
Yep.
It's ham.
Her godmothers taught her that.
After the MGM grand fight, Davis devised a plan to obtain a firearm and retaliate against Tupac and Suge Knight. Davis was in the white Cadillac along with driver Terrence T-Bone Brown and backseat passengers Orlando Anderson and DeAndre Big Dre Smith. All three others are now deceased. Davis obtained the .40 caliber Glock and tossed it to someone in the backseat. The group then pursued and shot at the BMW carrying Tupac and Knight. The act was done with intent to promote further assist the South Side Compton Crip gang. Indictment does not name a specific shooter, a point of some debate in the grand jury materials. One grand jury witness, DeMonte Lee, a gang associate, testified that his roommate, DeAndre Smith, admitted firing the shots. Davis allegedly passed the gun to Anderson, but Smith, who was larger and taller, actually pulled the trigger because Anderson couldn't get a clear shot. So Anderson was the one who was assaulted at the MGM Grand. So he would have the most desire to fire the gun, the pew-pew.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Yeah.
I think Piff is hiding.
Probably. Maybe Piff is out and about. Key evidence supporting the indictment. Oh, I guess I already know. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. The case was long cold, but was reinvigorated around 2018, onward largely due to Davis's own public statements. The grand jury evidence included Davis' detailed accounts in his 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend, which he co-authored, where he describes being in the Cadillac, tossing the gun into the backseat, and other events surrounding the shooting and related Biggie Smalls case. Because he's an idiot.
Hey, Rogue.
Hey, Rogue, how are you? Yes, definitely shame, for sure. Exactly. Yeah, it is a crazy story, Liz. Exactly. I don't know. I mean, if you wrote a book, called it your memoir, you detail the night. I mean, is that not an admission?
Yeah, I mean, sounds like it.
Right. But it gets even more interesting. In 2008, 2009, statements and interviews with Davis given to law enforcement while facing other potential charges. There were proffer immunity discussions at that time. So this ding-dong had a proffer agreement where they couldn't use anything against him, kind of like Wendy Adelson, couldn't use anything against him in court that he shared in those interviews. But then he went and wrote the book. Idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Testimony from witnesses like Devontae Lee, circumstantial context to gang affiliations, the timeline of the MGM fight earlier that night, the ballistic eyewitness details from a 1996 interview consistent with the described events, evidence from the 2023 search of Davis's residence. So that's where we might get into something interesting, is seeing what did he hang on to. They probably lived with Cece. Yeah, probably.
He used to live with Cece.
Cece? Anyway, that's funny. Prosecutors argue these statements, especially the book, are central and admissible because David adopted them publicly. And not only did he adopt them publicly in the book, the guy went on the world tour of YouTube doing interviews. So most of the footage that is out there.
Smart people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If I did it.
Is that what he said?
No, that's Bush. That's what Bush is saying.
Okay.
Defense arguments and recent developments. Davis's defense, various attorneys over time, including public defenders and others, has argued the book is fictionalized or co-authored for profit and not fully attributable to Davis. Oh, that's right, Bush. You're right. Didn't think about that. Hey, something to bark about. How are you? So, yeah, let's write a book about it. Then later say, oh, I made it up. Okay. Earlier police interviews were protected by proffer immunity agreements. And so this is some of the stuff that's been debated in court, whether or not the book could come in. And the judge did rule that the book can come in as evidence, as well as some of his other interviews. I mean, what a ding dong. This guy went on a recorded phone line from prison and started telling stories about what happened.
Idiot.
Either that or smart, because I think that may have been how he ended up getting the proffer agreement. Because I mean, this guy is no newbie in prison. Like, he's spent several stints in prison, so it's not like he doesn't understand that when you're on the phone and there's a recording that says this, this
call is being recorded. Yeah. If you don't want to be recorded, you have to hang up and dial whatever number. So
right. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So that, complications. So he either did that on purpose to get their attention, to be able to have the conversation, to try to get out of prison.
Or he thought,
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Yes, that would probably be it. Mm-hmm.
Right? He could have thought that.
Yes, the whole case is crooked. Everything's crooked. Yep, I agree. Oh, hey, Star, can we get Rogue and yourself to plant a live before August 3rd? What's happening August 3rd?
Yeah, what is happening August? Oh, are you having a procedure? Because, yeah, we should definitely do that. I just have to, because, Rogue is on 3 hours behind.
Right.
So we will find a time.
Yeah.
And, yeah. We'll set that up.
Yeah.
Maybe you could teach us a few things about, especially me.
Lung surgery. Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, so let's do it before then, for sure. I'll check with Rogue's availability, and then probably over the weekend, maybe like a Sunday, if that's okay. Because that's the best time, or a Saturday night, when Rogue and I can get together. I wish we were on time, time zones closer together, but we're not. Good morning, BK. Good morning. Rosalind, are you speaking or are you frozen? Because I don't know what's happening, but I haven't heard a word from you in a second.
Oh, muted.
Yeah, I was like, what's happening? Am I running the show again?
I had to cough, so I muted it, because I'm trying to be kind.
Exactly, especially if it means they might, be able to weasel their way out of some jail time,
Yeah, for sure. So, earlier police interviews were protected by proffer immunity agreements. That was denied. Prejudicial delay of nearly 30 years has caused lost evidence, dead witnesses, and faded memories.
Much love to you, Boosh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Not good. I don't like August. It's my least favorite month.
Yeah, I don't love it either because it's when, my mother passed as well. So
yeah, we can all drink ourselves into oblivion together.
But I don't feel half as bad as my sister because my mother literally passed 15 minutes before the next, would have been the next day before midnight. And she ended up passing on my sister's birthday, which
oh no,
is harsh. And I think some type of signal of some sort, but I'm not sure what.
Mm. So there's also...
Sorry, much love to you, Boosh.
Yeah, much love to Boosh, and best Everyone. Wishes to something to brag about.
Arlene, definitely.
Let's see. The lack of physical evidence tying Davis directly, as in no recovered gun, definitively linked in certain ways, which is a very weird phrasing, but I guess we'll try to figure out what that means. Motions to suppress the book, police statements, search evidence, and other requests, including jury sequestration, which were all denied. So there's that. The 2019 memoir, the 2008-2009 police statements are admissible at the trial. So everything else was rejected, and they also tried to sequester the jury or even just some special limitations, and that was all denied, which is wild. 10 years. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
10, the anniversary years are weird. Like the big ones seem to hit the hardest, I think.
I'll tell you, it doesn't get easier because this year for August will be 11 years for my mother, and it just seems like every year gets harder.
It does.
Hey, Jillian.
Well, hello, Jillian. How are you? The summary of the case's status. This remains a high-profile circumstantial case built heavily on Davis's own prior admissions, rather than new forensic breakthroughs or living eyewitnesses who directly implicate him in court. Many original participants are deceased. The upcoming trial will test the admissibility and weight of his book and interviews against defense challenges regarding fairness after decades of delay. Which, it's one thing to call it a delay if they don't have any suspects. I mean, to me, we're in 2026. He was arrested in 2023. Is that right? Remember correctly?
It sounds right. I'm not on.
Yeah, it was 2023. So we're just circling 3 years. But he was the one, as they always do, trying to get motions in to suppress this, trying to appeal the indictment, trying to, all these things. It's not like he's had a lack of opportunity. It's just been dragging out, which is,
yeah.
I don't think you can blame that on the court. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Oh, and also they try to make sure that there was no news and no cameras in the court, which has been denied. Denied. No soup for you.
No soup for you.
No soup for you. No. Oh, goodness. So I thought I've got a couple of other things. I don't know. Do you want to hear more about Duane's history, or do you just want to get into some of his stupid footage? Being an idiot.
Let's hear a little bit more about him first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Duane Davis, has a documented history primarily involving drug trafficking and gang activity as a leader in the South Side Compton Crips, spanning several decades. Much of this comes from his own admissions in his 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend, which, calling yourself a legend is pretty cringe.
Hey, nefarious shenanigans. Duh.
Hey, nefarious. How are you? Duh. The fuck.
The fuck? What the fuck?
The fuck. Let's see. The police prosecutor statements and court filings related to the Tupac case and news reporting, a complete exhaustive public rap sheet with every minor arrest has not been detailed or available in any resources so far. I'm assuming it'll probably come into evidence during the trial. Davis began dealing drugs in Compton, California, drawn by the quick money. This is the 1980s. He served prison time from 1985 to 1989. So, you started in the 80s, you then went straight to prison. You're not very good at it. But I guess that's a good thing. For drug dealing, per his memoir, he has stated that incarceration did not rehabilitate him, but instead made him a hardened gangsta.
Gangsta.
Again, calling himself a gangsta is also cringe.
Yeah.
Very cringe. Davis rose through the ranks of the South Side Compton Crips to become the shot caller, a high-level leader. He has been described as running a multi-million-dollar nationwide drug trafficking operation tied to the gang, involving distribution of drugs like PCP and cocaine.
Oof.
Reports indicate he dealt PCP and cocaine, including supplying dealers in other states and connections mentioned in New York. He has spent approximately 15 years behind bars cumulatively for his role in these drug gang activities. In 2008, when Davis was about 46 years old, he faced federal drug charges that carried the possibility of a life sentence. These involved the sale, distribution of PCP, and a kilo of cocaine.
Wow.
As part of this, he cooperated with authorities, including a joint federal Los Angeles task force, LAPD detectives investigating the Tupac and Biggie Smalls cases. He provided information in exchange for the indictment being dropped or shredded under what has been described as a proffer agreement. And that's, it's basically a plea deal, I guess.
Yeah.
They basically say that they won't go after you. Sort of like what Wendy Adelson is going through right now. Like if something new comes forward that she didn't already share with authorities, she could be tried on those items, right? So basically, it's the same
qualified immunity, where
basically
whatever you tell the cops, they have to find evidence outside of that, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. They can't use what you're saying.
He has claimed in interviews that is in his book that he stopped drug trafficking around this time after cooperating and getting new friends. Okay. Other notes on his prior record include court documents and affidavits related to Tupac case having referenced his prior felony convictions, primarily tied to the drug and gang stuff, when justifying searches or other legal steps. No major violent crime convictions, which is interesting. No murder, no assault, no use of weapons, nothing. Just everything seems to be drug. So I don't know if he had somebody else do his dirty work. So there's that. He has long been open about his past as a self-described gangster and drug dealer in media appearances and his memoir. While this is not prior to the 2023 indictment, it occurred during pretrial detention. And in December of 2024, Davis was involved in a fight at Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas. In April of 2025, a jury convicted him of battery by a prisoner, a felony, and challenges to fighting a gross misdemeanor. On September 3rd, 2025, he was sentenced to 16 to 40 months in prison with credit for time served over 7 months. He was later transferred to Nevada's High Desert State Prison to serve his sentence. He maintained his innocence in the fight. So while he's waiting to go to jail, he picks up more charges.
I guess he figures, what the hell, I'm going anyway, right?
I don't know. So let's see. His history centers on the long-term involvement in drug trafficking and leadership in the gang. He has served substantial prison time, including a multi-year stint in the 80s, but a total of 15. The most detailed recent prior episode involved the 2008 federal drug charge, which was resolved through his cooperation. So he lost that charge based on his proffer agreement, and then he wrote a book. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wild. It's wild to me. How could you be so stupid?
Well, there's a lot of people we could ask that question to. I'm just not sure we would get answers.
That's probably true.
Because we see a lot of stupid people.
Yeah, so there's been interviews with him. I mean, literally, there's just hundreds and hundreds of videos of him talking about the shooting. So you want to get into that?
Yeah.
I also downloaded his book. So if anybody wants to we can read from the book, but the videos are probably more interesting right now. One, I think it's good to get like a speech pattern analysis on the way that he talks and the way he describes things, and then maybe we can compare it to the book, because I haven't read the book, but I have a funny feeling based on what little I've seen from these interviews that he definitely had a lot of help writing the book.
That somebody edited heavily his writing.
Right. Exactly. So he might have something there. I just think I don't know if I would believe it. I would probably be the worst person to be on the jury, to be honest. Just because I also think he's an idiot.
Well.
Where did I put this playlist, Mike? I have way too many playlists. I know, shocking.
I actually couldn't find it this morning either. I was like, where the hell is it? Then I found it again.
This is ABC News. The break in the Tupac Murder Trial, Part 1, the tape. So let me share that.
Okay, we haven't had anything in the chat for like a hot minute. So is everybody still awake?
Are you awake? Are you awake? Hello?
Should I start spanking everyone? Spanking
you dumbass.
Everyone in the chat, because there's no chats coming in. No chats.
That's weird.
Me saying spank the like.
And now for something completely different.
Oh, we have one. Okay.
Hot minute. There you go.
Sure.
Thank you. We're here.
We're here. Make sure everybody was still
Everyone's sleeping, or nobody wants to talk to each other. What's happening? Usually you guys are talking.
I mean, you guys are the best part.
Yeah.
You can't go quiet.
Usually talking like crazy.
Rogue Mom is sleeping. She's sleeping on the job. We forgive you.
Okay.
Hey, Keith, Metro Police, come over here.
It was an arrest nearly 3 decades in the making.
New developments in the unsolved murder of Tupac
that shook the world of hip-hop and beyond.
Police arresting Duane Davis, known as Keffe D.
Authorities calling him the only living suspect for a murder Americans have been obsessed with for years.
So what they got you for, man?
Biggest case in Las Vegas history.
Huh. The biggest case in Las Vegas history. There's a lot of cases in Las Vegas history, but maybe he's right. Thoughts?
Colleen, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear your cousin.
Oh, that's not good.
That is, yeah. We're praying for you and your family. That's awful. So sorry.
Yeah, big hugs.
Oof.
I mean, it's probably the biggest unsolved case.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas history. There's quite a bit of history that's very gangster in Las Vegas. I'm just saying.
According to investigators, Keffe D's quiet life on this unassuming Nevada street masked the criminal past of a hardened gangster responsible for the murder of one of the most influential rappers of our time.
Rosie, you want to put on CC?
Oh, I can. Sure.
It's a little low, the volume, so
I don't think I can pump it up any further. Let me see.
Yeah, so the closed captionings will help.
Okay.
To this city to be able to finally bring forth an indictment.
Well, in one word, justice.
Are you pleading guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Where's the gun? Where's the Cadillac? Where is there any evidence that put Keffe Davis here?
Tonight, an ABC News investigation pulling back the curtains, taking you inside the probe that investigators say solved one of the most infamous cold cases in modern history.
If all these people were living today, they'd all be arrested and charged with murder.
The dueling police departments that may have complicated the investigation.
I just don't believe a lot of the information that was being conducted there in LA was actually being shared with us.
There would be no indictment had we not did what we.
Yeah, there was some shady shite going on in LA.
Mm-hmm. People being paid off, maybe. I'm just saying, in my opinion.
Exactly. Cops for hire.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's wild.
I mean, we know a lot of people can be bought off to do a lot of things, so.
That's true. I mean, we had to pay off Jolene to cover the potato.
Yeah, I mean, she's getting paid by everybody now. I mean,
Absolutely.
She's raking it in. With all
She is raking it in. Yeah, I just blew past 5,800 in the past 24 hours, so it's crazy.
Let's get Rosie to 6,000. Let's get her to 6,000.
Yeah. She was pimping me out all day over on Megan's yesterday.
I know, she was working hard, man. She's like, we gotta get Rosie to 6K.
When were the LA cops not corrupt? That's a great question, Maria. Really great question.
Very good question.
To me, they're particularly nefarious.
He did that. And the never before heard audio of Keffe D.
What happened when you pulled up alongside?
A mastermind plotting
Got
things
to
out.
shooting?
That's not Keffe D.
You can't get away with murder when you come to Las Vegas.
Back in 1996, Tupac was at the prime of his career when the 25-year-old Death Row Records artist was shot near the Strip.
I like to think I'm a revolutionary to bring change.
He had changed the rap game with hits like California Love.
Say what you say, but give me that bar beat from Dre. Let me serenade the streets of LA.
And breaking through in films like Juice.
Check yourself, Q. You gotta snap some collars and let them know you there to take them out anytime you feel like it.
Becoming a bona fide mainstream celebrity.
This is a superstar about to take a megastar turn.
That level of star power.
Yeah, I really, I liked his work. I liked his movies too. I thought he was a decent actor.
Yeah, he was very talented.
Could have gone a lot further too, which is really sad. Really, really sad. And that's that's the thing. And there is some hinky stuff that goes back to Diddy, but I think we'll probably end up covering some of that too, because I'm not so sure that this was like he paid somebody to do this, because there's no way you could guarantee that a fight would break out after the boxing match. Like you can't guarantee that. You can't make sure that happens. I mean, not that I'm aware of.
Snuffed out too soon.
It was definitely a big case to me as a kid growing up here.
Lieutenant Jason Johansson was handed the reins to the homicide division at the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department in 2021.
Why had
Elfie. LAPD, the original LA gang.
I mean, who knows, right? Could be.
Right. Exactly.
The case gone cold.
We knew what occurred and who did it. What we didn't have was a way to prove it in a court of law.
ABC News has learned that police actually interviewed Keffe in 2009, 14 years before his arrest. We've obtained exclusive audio of what they're calling a confession, which took place in California, where Keffe lived at the time.
How do you feel about Tupac being dead now?
Hey, Boosh.
I wish it never happened, man. Right. Swear my life been up ever since.
Keffe D had long been on law enforcement's radar.
So we're in Compton, California. It's the hometown of Keffe D. And it's not that big. It's about 10 square miles. But the gang ties here run deep, depending on where in the city you actually come from.
In the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the city of Compton had become almost synonymous with the street gangs California is infamous for.
You mainly had the Bloods, and then you had Crips.
It was then that a young man by the name of Duane Keffe D Davis was making a name for himself as a major player with the Crips.
Duane Davis, by all accounts, was a well-established shot caller within the South Side Compton Crips.
Now, I heard this from another YouTuber who was a professional felon, I guess, a career felon, bank robber, actually. And he said that the Keffe is the brand of, like, you don't get Doritos brand chips, you get Keffe brand chips. Like, it's the name of all the products. Like, it's just a blanket label. I guess that's how they make sure it's safe. Well, hello there, Joseph. So that's how he kind of got the nickname, which to me indicates he spent quite a bit of time in jail.
Uh-huh.
He had worked his way up through the gang, through narcotics trafficking and various other criminal activities.
Keffe D grew up with notorious figures in hip-hop, like Marion Suge Knight, the Death Row Records co-founder, who was with Tupac when he was shot.
And then what'd you see?
Blood.
Do you see people with the guns?
Listen carefully. Blood.
But in the 90s, Keffe and Suge found themselves on opposite sides of the raging battle between West Coast rappers and their adversaries from the East Coast. On one side, Suge's Death Row Records, which police say had connections with the Bloods. On the other, Bad Boy Records.
Was that a deposition and he's just smoking like that?
I mean, back then you could smoke anywhere, remember?
That's true. Didn't think about that.
Which authorities say often hired Keffe D's Crips as security. It was run by CEO Sean Combs, who's used nicknames Puff Daddy and Diddy, and was home to artists like Notorious B.I.G., a Big Papa fame.
Duane Davis was the one who was organizing with Bad Boy Records to offer them protection.
ABC News reached out to Diddy and did not hear back.
Anybody
When
surprised?
Keffe sits down with Vegas police in 2009, he tells his version of events from the night.
Well, I think that was this was before I think he was indicted.
Oh, it's the cops? Yeah. Yep. I had something to do with it. Yep.
Might have
paid someone to do it. Yeah. I mean, what was he? If it was him, what was he gonna say?
Night Tupac was fatally shot. It was September 7th, 1996. It seems as though the entire world had come to Vegas.
That sign looked like a
much-awaited
boner.
boxing match at the
Excuse me?
Yeah, you heard me. That sign looked like a boner. Did you see it?
I missed it. Now I've got to go look for it.
Oh, what? Not yet.
It was September 7th, 1996. It seems as though the entire world had come to Vegas.
There it is.
To watch the much-awaited boxing match at the MGM Grand.
So much talk about broken bona. Look at me.
Bonagate. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
So were Keffe and his crew, who he says drove to town in that infamous white Cadillac.
Where do you stay? I stay with my girl.
After the boxing match, Tupac, Suge, and their crew walked through the MGM Grand Hotel lobby. There, they encounter Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, Keffe's nephew. Tupac and his entourage are caught on hotel surveillance video attacking Orlando after Tupac allegedly learns that Orlando might have tried to steal a prized death row pendant months earlier.
When he went over there and punched Orlando Anderson, Tupac Shakur basically forced himself into gang politics.
What did Baby
Forced himself into it? Interesting.
Lane tell you? They jumped on you. Who? death row, shooting it. They beat his arm in the socket.
Ouch.
According to prosecutors, that incident is what gave Keffe and his soldiers what he called the ultimate green light. After that fight, Tupac and his entourage head to Club 662, a nightclub Suge ran by the Strip.
And we had the light on Las Vegas and Flamingo.
Well, I mean, of course they knew where they were headed. It's not like it's a big secret. I don't know. It just seems weird that trying to make it more of a conspiracy than it needs to be. It's just tempers.
And
ego.
Tupac hanging out the window. Hey! And all the girls were going crazy on that corner.
What happened when you pulled up alongside?
Shooting.
Who got to shoot?
Lando said, give me your eyes shoot.
Okay. So how many times did Orlando fire? Approximately.
Maybe about 5 or 6. I seen the bullet like going Suge head.
Ooh.
I seen the boy jumping up and down, trying to get in the back seat.
The boy being
Tupac.
The boy?
Keffe also telling authorities he was the one who provided the murder weapon.
You give the gun to somebody.
Yeah, I gave it to the Cadillac. I don't know who I specifically handed it to.
6 days after he was shot, Tupac Murder Shakur succumbed to his wounds. He was only...
To me, that's a confession.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Now, was he forced to confess? I don't think so. I don't think that works for a proffer, does it?
No. I would agree with you. I mean, normally when they're looking for a confession, they beat you into it, you know? They keep pushing. No, like they keep pushing to say, we know what you did. We know what you did. Admit to it. Admit to it.
Right. To pressure you. Yeah, I agree.
Not that. And, you know, it's just freaky. I mean, I saw a deceased person once in New Orleans on the sidewalk, and, you know, it freaked me out. Seeing something like this live, oh my God, I don't even. Oof.
Yeah,
I would definitely have PTSD, and I mean, could you imagine seeing that 6 bullets? I mean,
no,
only 25.
Awful.
These are the players from the night of the 7th.
Yeah, these are the players. This is Orlando Anderson, and he's in the right rear seat. And then Keffe D in the right front passenger seat.
And without question in your mind, based on your investigation, Keffe D. Davis is the mastermind.
None of them would have made a decision to do something with Keffe D in the car unless Keffe D was part of that decision making.
And what's the status of all these other gentlemen?
They are all deceased. Davis is the only member still.
Isn't that interesting?
Orlando Anderson had always denied his involvement in Tupac's murder. He died in an unrelated gang shootout in 1998. But Keffe D's words alone, allegedly telling the police he provided the murder weapon to another, weren't enough to make an arrest at that point.
We had no corroboration, no other cooperation of any other individuals. Duane Davis walks in and says, I lied. We have nothing to backstop that. The key on this case was being able to backstop it.
Coming up, the rival police department also talking to Keffe D.
The combination of arrogance and ignorance would prove to be his undoing.
Plus the man who all sides say would make a difference in the case.
What do you think about Suge Knight?
I don't know. Do we think he's going to show up? Do you think he's going to talk?
I don't know.
I don't either. It's wild.
Wow. Joseph, that's crazy. They found, after this happened, they found LA County Sheriff's deputies gang unit had gang tattoos, and they...
Of course they did.
Of course they did.
Idiots. Okay.
I feel like money did. I feel like in my opinion, money definitely changed hands. Somebody was covering up something, and
I don't want to do that 1 hour and 53 minutes. That's a long time. Keffe D on him and Orlando Anderson. So here he is talking about his nephew.
And this is a good time to say, hey, replay crew, how are you?
Yeah. Hey, replay.
Don't forget to hit the like button. Rosie's having a hard time with words today.
I am having a hard time with words. Maybe I think it's the keto brains.
I'm here for you. I'm
a little hopped up on keto brains. I even did half a dose, so I don't even know what the deal is.
Get your keto brains. Use Mug 15 to purchase for 15% off. And if you subscribe, use Mug Sub, right?
Mug Sub, right. That's for the subscription.
For the subscriptions to be entered in a new contest. Not that I know is there a new contest for July? I might be making that up.
I don't know. I can't remember. I can't keep up with her stuff. I can barely keep up with my sponsorship with the Can Crusher.
I know. Me too. And yes, behind me is all the dog beds piled up that they have destroyed and I've had to have fixed. Zippers and all sorts. They haven't been given back to them.
Oh, Liz. That's crazy.
The book says.
Right, go back.
So let's talk about what happens next. Based on what the book says, Zip gave you guys a Glock, and you guys tossed it in the back seat. And Bubble Up was a driver, and Baby Lane and Freaky were in the back seat.
We was just all in the car together.
I was just going to say the same thing.
This was the white Cadillac.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rogue says new raffle.
So you guys
for
are driving
July.
around, and then you hear these girls say, Tupac, Tupac.
No, we coming up, what's the name? What's that, Flamingo? Yeah, I think that's Flamingo. We was coming up Flamingo and got to the light. We was going to go drink and smoke some weed, and he happened to be hanging out the window. He was hanging out the window like he was in a parade.
How do you know what he was
Tupac.
about to go do?
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next?
And we just came and shit. I ain't gonna go into the details like that, you know what I'm saying? But you got it in a book. You
buy my book.
Everything else, you know what I'm saying?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
You want to know the story? Buy the book.
Well, in the
Read
book,
my Substack.
you said that.
Hey, Itty Bitty, how are you?
Hey, Itty Bitty.
As you're driving up towards the BMW, with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat, and you said that Tupac pulled out a gun.
It looked like he was reaching, yeah. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
Did
he was
you actually
hanging out
see a
the
gun?
window.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Once he got the reaching, I got
Yeah.
the ducking.
So someone from your car
That's what happened.
started shooting at Tupac and Suge.
Lane starts blasting. You say Suge looks over, he sees you.
Yeah.
He looks right at you.
Yeah, he looked at me.
Okay. When he looks over at you, and then Tupac's busy getting shot. Evidently, the story is Tupac's trying to either get out of
In
the
the
line.
back seat or something.
Yeah. What do you see happening inside of their
Jumping
car?
in. I seen a bullet going Suge head. I thought he was dead.
So Orlando shot across Dre?
He leaned over on the window. We rolled down the window, popped.
Who was it?
They would drove on my side. I would have popped them. You know what I'm saying? But they was on the other side.
Right.
I'm not gonna go into details on that one. Keep your streets on me. I ain't gonna go into detail on that.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and read from the book.
Well,
so
let them buy the book then.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to read this passage.
Oh, you're gonna make him mad.
The shit was
He's
off.
already
Tupac
got the
reading a
book. Didn't he just say he's going to read this excerpt from the book? So he's clearly already got the book. Why are you telling him to buy the book? He's got it.
He wants them, meaning the audience. Let them buy the book.
Oh.
He doesn't want him to read from it. Ooh, he's
now we
pissed.
should read the whole book. Let's read the whole book, Rozzy, so nobody else
has to.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dramatic move and began to reach down beneath his seat. It was the first and only time in my life that I could relate to the police command. Keep your hands where I could see them. Instead, Pac pulled out a strap, and that's when the fireworks started. One of my guys from the backseat grabbed the Glock and started busting back. The first shot skinned Suge in the head, and I thought that motherfucker was dead. I had heard some stories, supposedly that Suge used Tupac as a shield when the bullets started flying, but that's some bullshit. Suge was already wounded, and he was the one that got touched. As the rounds continued flying, I ducked down so I wouldn't get hit.
Basically, yeah.
White Cadillac, arm came out.
Basically, that's
basically,
what
yeah.
you just wrote
in the book.
Right.
Basically.
But now it's basically, yeah.
So to me, that kind of indicates a little bit of unfamiliarity with the passage.
Right.
Which is interesting, isn't it? I don't know.
Yep. Very interesting.
Back seat and start letting off.
What went through your head when you saw that?
They shoot my nigga.
Whoa.
So the bullets started flying. Tupac and Suge's car get all shot up. Was there, and I'd heard different versions of the story, but the one version I heard was that the other their entourage started shooting back.
Yeah, leaning back like that's weird.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Does anyone from the death row side return fire?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. This guy's got a head. Wow.
Yeah, it's a
Can you
big
say
one.
who that was?
Yeah, he's no longer with us. His name was Buntry.
Hey, Christine.
One of Sheriff's right-hand guy, our good friend, Alton McDonald.
Christine.
He chased the car down. He also received one gunshot to his vehicle. His car was shot. He had a black Toyota Supra. And him and another guy returned shots at that car.
Yeah, they saying they left their guns at home. Though.
So wait a minute. So there's another car involved? I'm gonna hear that again.
Liz has got a point here. It's hard to contradict or debunk when everybody else is gone.
So this guy describes a different vehicle. So that to me is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone from the death row side return fire?
Yes.
Okay. Can you say who that was?
Yeah, he's no longer with us.
Oh, that's convenient.
His name was Buntry. One of Suge's right-hand guy, our good friend, Alton McDonald. He chased the car down. He also received one gunshot to his vehicle. His car was shot. He had a black Toyota Supra.
Okay.
And him and another guy returned shots at that car.
Yeah,
Where's
they
that
saying
guy?
they left their guns at home. Though.
So this guy knows this how? Hmm.
They started shooting back. Then some chicks was in the sea breeze, started following a white sea breeze, ragtop sea breeze.
Why were the girls following you guys?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's crazy.
But I guess their window got shot out.
Front windshield, yeah. Yeah.
And they stopped following you at that point.
Exactly.
I've talked to a couple people.
Are they also
that were there
deceased?
about this.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
Okay.
Situation. And from what they told me was that, you guys came up, the car that you were in came up behind Tupac's car. You guys the cars were not facing each other.
No, they weren't facing each other.
They were not facing each other.
Gutter lane.
You guys got up parallel to them, behind them. And, when you look side by side. So how would you even see Tupac reach for anything if you're driving behind him?
We weren't driving behind. I tell you, we were side by side at the light.
Oh, okay. You guys were already side by side. When it happened.
But he's hanging out the opposite side of the car window and you can tell. I call bullshit on that.
Yeah, It's not making a whole lot of sense.
No, it's not.
So you guys ended up going back to the hotel.
Rick says he was right there, but was left armed and didn't fire back. Sounds suspicious AF.
Mm-hmm.
Hotel together afterwards.
Yeah.
Someone actually suggested that y'all pour out a little bit of liquor for Tupac.
No, I wouldn't pour out a little liquor for us. Pour it down our throat.
Whoa.
I'm going to read for the book.
Okay.
We made it back to the
He's oh, well, might as well. You can read the whole damn thing.
Yeah. We didn't pour liquor for them. We poured it down our own throats.
Well, I'm just glad he woke up for the interview, you know.
Yeah.
hotel. We popped our bottles and partied like it was any other night. Of course, someone suggested that we pour out a little for Tupac, which we did, and smoked our weed like we had planned to in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I just made the book get cited on. We didn't pour out no liquor for him.
You guys didn't pour out any liquor for Tupac?
I just, that was a suggestion, but I ain't pour out no liquor for him. That was a suggestion of one of the homies, yeah.
Okay. So
you
guys leave Vegas, the next day?
Yeah.
Got it. Check.
Left the next day, that Monday.
Well, you said that you guys went and stashed the gun, I guess, on one of the wheels in the Cadillac, but when you came back, the gun was gone.
Yeah.
You guys drove back in that white Cadillac back to L.A.
No, I didn't drive
back to Compton. No?
No, I didn't drive it back.
Okay, well, somebody drove. One of the homies drove the Cadillac. Okay, I got it. And then you guys went and got the Cadillac repainted, I guess?
Yeah, you got it painted white, turned it back in.
Okay, and it was a rental?
Yeah.
You repainted a rental? What? And what did the rental place say when you came back with the car painted in another color? Cool. Thanks for painting it. Another odd statement.
Rentals. What are you going to do?
And you said, you told Baby Lane, don't tell nobody what happened, not even your mama. Don't say a motherfucking thing.
Nobody.
If anyone asked what happened, nothing.
Yeah. Told the whole car that. We came back Sunday. That Monday, we was all sitting on in our neighborhood.
Oh, it's the same color.
Reggie Sr., the captain of the Compton Police, comes up, run the stop sign. I guess he had just finished debriefing his soldiers at the Compton PD. He run our stop sign on my street, came up, jumped out of his car and like, hey, motherfucker, let me tell you something, Keffe D. You killed my son, motherfucker, it's on. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? Fuck you. He's like, I'm just telling you, motherfucker, the belt's coming off. I'm like, this motherfucker's stupid. Then 2 hours later, he get our little trap spot raided, take all our guns, all that shit. So it's basically the city of Compton police is against the South Sides. So, but it was some dudes from the Compton police that I went to school with and played football with at Compton High. A Blue, Bookman, Eric Period, they all came over there and say, we ain't with that bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? We from the Crip side. And we ain't with that bullshit. Y'all watch y'all asses. Try to stay out of Compton.
Yeah, right.
And why would they paint the color the same white?
I guess they're basically just trying to cover up any scratches or whatever happened in the shootout, allegedly. Does he have receipts for that?
Yeah.
Did you get reimbursed by the gang?
We know that they was going to come with the Compton police is.
Well, the Compton police
is hooked up
we're
with
working with Death Row, right?
Exactly.
Right.
They got red cars, all that bullshit.
Right. And I talked to Reggie about this particular situation. He said, yeah, my father threatened Keffe D and said nothing better happened to my son. Keffe said that your dad threatened Keffe about Keffe going after you once the war broke out.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah. I didn't believe it when I heard it, but you know, everybody, I'm on social media with everybody. I comment everybody. And some people told me, yeah, he said this about your dad. So I go, Reggie, what you? He said, oh yeah. He said, I went over there. He said, when I heard they were talking about doing this and doing that, I told those niggas, better not having the Reggie Jr. because you know he knew I was running with him. Because if y'all do, y'all gonna have some problems.
Yeah. He co-signed that whole situation.
Yeah, he did. And Reynolds, you know, about the day before she'll go to court, I get a call, nephew saying, meet me at the lawyer's office.
Joseph. Yeah, I think I would probably be a little scared too. I'd be like, you know what, just keep it. Just take it. It's fine. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Just take it.
And what's with the Stevie Wonder glasses? Like, what's happening so nobody could see whether you're lying?
He's badass. He's a badass. Totally.
Ugh.
Get there. It's Reynolds, Reggie, and fucking Suge came cast us out. I'm saying, you know, for the court appearance.
They cashed you out?
Yeah.
Suge paid you.
Paid us $60,000. Yeah.
That was for Orlando to testify on Suge's behalf?
Yeah.
That was done between the two.
Did you get a 1099? God, look at this guy. Nice tracksuit.
Attorneys, I was there.
Styling.
How it happened was
Getting a family portrait done later next to a tree.
Does it say coochie or coogie?
It's a coogie. Coogie. Tacky is what it says.
Yeah, I would know Edie Fall from one of the guys that represented on the Rodney King, the war, the beat up Reginald Denny. He was popular attorney from that. Well, anyway, Edie Fall and David Kenner, we all met at the studio at Edie Fall's office, and they came up with where they were about to sue or they were in the process of suing Tupac, and they came up to agreement. Well, hey, if you come and testify. Because we're trying to save Suge from going to jail to do that, 9-year violation, and testify that Suge was trying to really help you. He was trying to get them off you. He wasn't one that assaulted you. He was really trying to stop everybody from assaulting you. If you'll come and testify to that, we'll give you we'll settle this case with you for I think it was $60,000, where you was going to sue Tupac, which was a great deal in our mind because. We all know what Tupac was worth, especially after the All Eyes on Me and the Machiavelli album had dropped.
Yeah.
He was worth a lot of money. We'll sell the case for you for $6,000.
Okay.
So that's how that deal
They kind of bunched a bunch of these deals, these lawsuits together, and here's $60,000.
You come in.
You get on the stand.
And say, in our mind,
they're still dangerous.
Yeah. You say different. You say you saw a kick. But, we were trying to not see a kick.
But it didn't matter because Suge
ultimately
was found guilty anyways.
Correct. And he was found violated for his probation.
Exactly. And he went back to jail.
Correct. He did 5.5 years.
So Suge Knight's in on it too? I mean, I've heard rumors. I mean, there's, I think there's probably a gazillion different rumors out there. It's just a matter of filtering through it all.
This poor guy, though, how many years later?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do. Let's see, maybe I can speed it up a little. Where's my speed?
At the time, South Central LA and Compton were really dangerous. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow. Not as bad as it was then. Yeah.
Keffe D, you know that trial coming up, man. It's around the corner, man. And he officially came out with his defense. He's saying that, Diddy, he put a hit out on you and Tupac, and that's the reason why Tupac got killed in Vegas. So, yeah, man. How you feel about that?
Well, first thing first. I mean, that conversation been out there. He put his truth out there. A lot of other people put their truth out there.
That's okay, Miss Vixen.
Me personally, if it wasn't all the way out there, I wouldn't have no
Glad
comment.
you're here.
But since
Yep.
it's there,
Right on time.
I
Right
tell
on
you
time.
this.
Hello.
When I first paroled back in the day, I used to keep a box at the Staples Center. So I'm at the Laker game, fucking with a bitch here and there, got some bitches with me. I step out for a little fresh air. I see Keffe D. Keffe D was spooked. First thing he told me was it didn't have nothing to do with the killing of my homie Buntry. And I responded to Keffe D and said, shit, if I thought that, I'd be on you already. He said, but I'm going to give you something that's real true, and I've been wanting to tell you because we've been knowing each other, since we was kids. So Keffe D was like, look, I need the money. Puffy and them both gave me $1 million. They gave us most of the money, or half of the money, and that's how everything unraveled for is what happened in Vegas. At that time, I'm on parole. I look to the left, look to the right. The whole place is packed. So I'm like, I had to go take the piss. Let's have this conversation in the restroom. He was like, man, I ain't going in that restroom with you.
Yep.
And good thing he didn't, because even though we was friends,
What?
It's
Mama Bear Leah's birthday. What?
Mama
Is that
Bear
true?
Leah.
You keeping secrets? You keeping secrets?
Happy birthday, girl.
Happy birthday. Oh, we've got something for that. Take a little intermission to say happy birthday.
It's your day. Laugh it loud. Come what may. Another year. Hooray, hooray. Cake crumbs, party drums. Everyone's here. Singing loud. Cake crumbs, party drums. Everyone's here. Singing loud.
Three. Woohoo! Can I do that too? Can I be next to turn 23? I'd like to be next.
Yeah, me too, please.
Absolutely. Well, happy birthday. I hope it's a wonderful one.
I would just go back to 40 if I could. I mean, I'd be okay.
No, I rewinded a little bit further. For sure.
Mama Bear Leah, happy birthday, girl.
Happy birthday.
You're amazing.
Killers. I got a bullet into my skull. And one of the best friends I ever had in life is Pac. And he ain't here. I'm gonna beat the fuck out that nigga in that restaurant. My blood was boiling. Somebody used to always say. But at the same time, I am an intelligent, wise man and a businessman. Since I can't do nothing to him, I might as well get him to answer some questions. So I doubled back on him and said, what you mean? He said, well, look, Puffy used to come to the hood. He said, you can ask James. Him and James always been good friends,
Okay.
James is the one.
So we're talking about California, Compton, and we got Diddy who lives in New York. Mm-hmm. So he's just showing up in Compton. Come talk to this kid. or to Keffe D? Like, which is it? I don't understand.
I
went through some things and been tampered with. But it's not about James.
You
being
are
tampered
very
with.
welcome.
It's about the conversation. Keffe D told me that what he told James. Guess they baby mamas was best friends.
Oh, okay.
So Rat James, well, Keffe D said he told Rat James that, look, it's big money in this. Only thing Puffy want to do, pay $1 million to have both of them killed.
Sorry for the jump scare.
He told me that. He said it was, according to him now, he said it was security that accepted money, participate in it. And it was so-called homies. So he laid it out to me in a way that he's spilling his guts to me, saying it wasn't just him, it wasn't just Puffy. He named names, named people. And usually when people name names the way he was naming names, I believe him, because he wasn't talking just to be talking. I felt he was also coming straight because there was a big war behind that. A war that they lost. And I think it was a war that destroyed their neighborhood.
Wow.
So that's being said, I know what I know being there. I know what I know later on when people told lies or never told me the truth. I know that later on when I found out certain people was suspect in assassination of Tupac, an attempted assassination on me.
Okay, but is this a way to get even with P. Diddy for other stuff too, though? I mean, by saying this, he doesn't stand to gain anything by implicating Diddy. Has he testified against Diddy? Did he do any affidavits in that case or in his cases? It was weird. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it sounds like they're just going around in circles.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
I know.
Where's the proof?
Right.
From conversations that if somebody was a suspect, one of the first things they should have did was told me. I know what Frank told me. I know what I had to go through.
Yeah, he has that unsellable house now in LA. Right? Unsellable. Nobody wants it. Yavush says the war was worse than 9/11 and Vietnam combined. Almost 12 people died. Oh no. Hey, Ballstorm. Do words. I am doing words. You do words. Member for 3 months. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon, Ballstorm.
Pretty much kidnapped Frank. I wouldn't use the word kidnap, but made Frank drive back to my house in Louisville.
But you did just use kidnap. Okay, never mind.
Just to have a conversation with me.
In Boozerville.
I know that Frank also told me that reason why he wasn't asking his phone or walkie-talkie is because the head of security told him don't. And if he come back to the house, something's gonna happen to him. Beat up, maybe killed. So he said that's why he was avoiding this. I know when I talked to Frank, I was aggressive to get the truth. I know when
the whole truth.
I asked Frank why he didn't carry his gun. I asked Frank why he didn't tell us that he wasn't carrying his gun. I asked Frank, even you carrying your gun for your own protection, you definitely would need your firearm if you're doing security for Pac.
Right.
And I know that Puffy got to be one nervous motherfucker right now. And it looks like is going to be the trial of the century.
In real time, did you know that it was a hit on you and Pop? Did anybody tell you anything?
In real time, no one did. So this is the thing that bothers me the most. Getting into it with somebody, no big deal. Having enemies, no big deal. Going to war, no big deal. Getting shot, we all know what we signed up for. But it's a problem when if you're doing security and you off duty and you're getting paid to protect my artists, do your best to protect my artists. If you're getting paid to do security, which you was, and if it's true that the police tell you that these off-duty police officers who are doing security can't carry their firearms, it should have been brought to the owner of death row, which is me. And I always say that because I could have talked to the mayor, I could have talked to David Chasnow, Asha Goodman, with Rex Bell, who runs Vegas. Or I could have said, recommend some guys with their CCW and carry their gun to do security for Tupac. But no one never told me. I never found about none of this stuff until now while I'm in prison. Nobody never told me that they made those calls until I seen the indictment. I think it was page 69 or whatever when they said that. The thing that bothered me the most is when certain people supposed to be friends of mine and Tupac participated for the other side. It's not surprising if you read the Bible, Judas took 30 pieces of silver to portray Jesus. Even though we came up with the idea and Pac did an album and he was Black Jesus talking about himself. Neither one of us is Jesus or God. And if they can do that to Jesus, we're just a man. But it was the fact that it happened. The worst part about it is that when the receipts came back that Snoopy participated, when the receipts came back that Brad James knew this firsthand but never told none of us. I found out something crazy too when I was in the county jail. I don't know if it was the lawyer, the black lawyer. Talked like his name would come to him, but he talks like an overback. Throw us forward, we're calling for his number. Oh yeah, Trump, that dude. So this dude goes in because he great friends with Puffy, really good friends with Puffy, and comes in and not only did he try to dirty the investigation of the case, he tried to make Tupac look bad. And I refused to talk to this idiot. He was about to interview a lawyer, this crackhead lawyer who turned out to be working for the police by the guy name was
sorry,
Thaddeus Copeland.
Lawyer.
His name was Thaddeus Copepa. Okay.
Oh God, yeah. It's driving me crazy with the accent. I'm like, okay, say risk. Every time I hear somebody say ask, I'm like, say a different word that ends in SK. I just want to know. Just want to know what it sounds like. I love Snoop. I do, but Snoopy sounds funny. I just don't ever think of him like that. I guess I could.
Since they was frat brothers.
Frat brothers?
Him, he didn't know me or Tupac. He just met me in 2015, 16. So he didn't know us in the 90s. But since they were two frat brothers, they talked. And it bothered me to the point where...
Frat, not fat brother.
Even...
Oh, yeah, frat. But I mean... Frat? Really? They went to college?
Well,
see, this
they
Vixen
had their own
says...
frat.
I think Diddy was involved with enough of it, and I definitely agree he had a lot of involvement. Hired hit. Yeah, there's some shady stuff on that for sure, but I think everything is so convoluted with these guys.
Right.
Like, how do you use it?
Interviewed.
I mean, everybody has a reason to screw over everybody. So it's
right.
How do you trust anybody?
It doesn't sound like anybody is telling even remotely the same story. So
except for this Keffe D, which his story I guess he gave in the proffer agreement matched the story in the book enough that it was a consistent statement, but outside of the proffer.
And most of the other people are all unalive.
Deceased.
So
yeah, was the car full of ladies deceased? I still don't have that answer. I want to know.
A homie. This dude, my little homie. This dude who I really have love for. And this dude told on himself. He basically told this Crump dude how
Crump
he blocked us in, or how he came to the car and smoke was out the car. Well, that part wasn't true. I damn sure once stumped over a motherfucking steering wheel.
it's like a whole nother language
real
you need
active.
to learn.
I know.
Active shooting. It wasn't just one shooter. And I got shot in the head because I grabbed Tupac and pulled him down. I was on top of him. He wasn't on top of me. But when we got ready to get ourselves together and did what we was going to deal with, it was more active shooting. But everybody did this for show and tell. Everybody told their stories for small change. Every person told you stories who never met Tupac, or really been Tupac, and really didn't know me. Everybody talk about Pac and myself. And most of these people who pound on their chest like they know everything, saying their name is not important because what they talk about is not important because they're not important. But they tell a story and they never met Pac in their whole life. They wasn't there. Then they come around to Death Row in 2001. Pac was already moved on. But at the same time, when you put all these pieces together, the paper trail is so deep because you'll see these group of people still cool with this group of people. You see this group of people really work with this group of people. And
so you think people have more confidence in telling stories now that P. Diddy's in trouble? Is that what you think?
I would agree with that a little bit, but he's getting out, so you know
he is.
He's not going to be there forever.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I agree. They need to find something else on him to keep him right where he is.
Interesting.
Change the whole investigation up and in control of the whole investigation, you will never get the truth. But they use that incident of me losing my best friend, me losing almost my life, me getting sent to prison because of that.
I wonder if I should reach out to him.
To bring down my life.
Call him.
I've been through a lot.
Just kidding.
But I know this. If God gives you a crown, man can't remove it. I know this. Tupac died, but still living. I know the bottom feeders, guppies as you should call them, did not die, but they never started living. Still today, they can't get noticed that they speak about Tupac and myself. That's a curse. I'm quite sure their karma is so deep that most people lost everything. They lost their self-dignity. They lost their respect. They lost their ugly ass bitch. They keep.
Okay.
Lost your ugly ass bitch.
It became something that they never wanted him to be. They went from being a boy to a girl. Some of them.
I'm sorry, what now?
I think most people who...
That's what I thought he said.
What about the girls? Maybe the girls became dudes? Maybe that...
their karma is so deep that most people lost everything. They lost their self-dignity. They lost their respect. They lost their ugly ass bitch. Their kids became something that they never wanted them to be. They went from being a boy to a girl. Some of them can't even wipe their own ass. I think most people who cross us that day suffer every day. They probably wake up every morning and say, Lord, today will be a good day to die. There was an attorney that I helped out, paid for his children in college, paid for everything that who he is today, and lived the life he did because of me and then Tupac. And all these years, I never knew he participated in the assassination of both of us.
Wow.
It was so sad about that. Tupac fired his attorney. He fired another person. They took that. There was the perfect bait to get recruited to be against us. This guy used to always tell us, watch how you.
Okay. Now, I'm sorry. I mean, that's just everything's a conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
This guy and that guy and this guy and that guy. Now, I understand, like, you want to believe that somebody who betrayed you and, you know, hurt your best friend, that karma's, you know, sneaking up on them. But it just seems like it just keeps going. Like, where does it stop?
I don't know. Everybody's pointing fingers in a totally
Exactly.
different direction.
I guess we'll have to see what comes out in court.
Yeah.
From my understanding, yes, gay. Exactly. Boosh, gay. From what I understand, Suge Knight has refused to testify.
Who refused?
Suge Knight.
Mm.
Jada Smith was BFF with, yes. The connections all run so deep. P. Diddy got a music contract because he was friends with Heavy D. There's all kinds. Hey, Celestial Force, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey.
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. There is the wrongful death suit is going to be in LA, which I don't think that one's scheduled to happen until another year. There might be more information there in that case than this one.
Mm.
Just because it's a different state, different DA, different, I don't know. Interesting.
You talk on the phone. The feds probably listening. Somebody's listening to get you in trouble. Do not talk on the phone.
It is on its way to
According
court.
to
August 10th,
Michael
Celestial.
Who was in the car, his radio comes through, and the person, and somebody else says, got him, basically got us. And then this person says, which wasn't a black person, voice, he says, well, none of the homies, but it was more like a lawyer or a white guy. It says, don't talk on the radio, get off the air. I jokingly joked about it when I found about this conversation at this prison where I'm at. And I talked to this lawyer, I said, hey, they said a lawyer type of guy said that. That's something you would say. I've never seen this guy get so agitated and angry. And he always, he a little short, ugly motherfucker with a big ass head. And usually when you talk to you gotta turn your head because his breath always.
Short ass ugly.
Big ass head.
It smell like shit.
Oh.
Because I guess of the fake teeth.
Oh,
and all the surgery.
Fake teeth?
Look like the real Joker.
Oh,
but he
no.
talks and he would talk, hey, sure, how you doing? Like through his teeth. This particular time, when I was jokingly saying that, he said, that's not me. How come you probably say that? He got so excited like he was about to die. He said, I never had a walkie-talkie. I never had a radio. It could not be me that said that. He got so angry and frustrated about it, he made himself look guilty. So one day, He sent my boxes away, and another legal person had them. And it was a blessing in disguise. Like somebody from up top sent it to me. And they said, hey, I'm going through the stuff, and I see this old school phone or something. I said, what old school phone? It's something. I said, what, like a walkie-talkie radio? I said, you know what? I don't want you stepping into something you have no business stepping into, because it might be real critical. You know, this sounds like a serious situation. I knew. I felt it. I felt it. So I said, take a picture of it and send it to my tablet.
Tablet.
When they sent it to my tablet, I went from angry to concerned to saying, I know why this motherfucker don't want me out of prison, because it's going to be trouble. So I doubled down and called him back. Say, thought you said you never had a radio, you never had a walkie-talkie. But I found your radio, I found your motherfucking walkie-talkie. You gave it in my legal work. Idiot. He didn't want to represent me anymore. He didn't want to talk to me anymore. He went to the state bar to get them on me, and I haven't did nothing wrong. To say he cannot represent me. The communication would never be the same. All because he got caught with his motherfucking hand in the cookie jar. So you tell me, it seemed like pockets coming from the dead and laying all the facts out itself. You tell me, this gonna be the trial of the century. I mean, you gotta remember one thing.
Yeah, I just never really thought about the fact that he's the only witness that really matters.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough. That's a rough place to be.
Yep.
I remind you guys of something. Ray J, well, I'm not going to even say names. This artist went to this other guy, supposed to be his manager or whatever he's supposed to be. And he put this here. Not Corey from the South Side, Corey from New York. Said, hey, Keffe, got to get this resolved. Keffe D is threatened to run his mouth. But I don't know why it's a big deal. Keffe D been running his mouth. And don't nobody do anything to get him out. He got a lot to talk about. All of a sudden, another guy goes to bail Keffe D out. The excuses was, oh, I want to do a documentary on him. Oh, we want him out because we want to do maybe even a movie on him. Don't be stupid, stupid. The motherfucker already did a book.
Okay.
Keffe D. If you want to do a doc, anything he had to say, he said it already in the book. So you don't need him. You already have the book. The real reason why they wanted him out is because they didn't want him running his mouth. Then they lawyers tried to bully me. Now, I know I said this before, but hey, they really tried to bully the bully. I ain't going for that shit. They tell me, hey, you know you don't like the county jail. But if you don't give a declaration saying he wasn't there, we bring you down to Las Vegas County Jail and fuck up your program. And you know, then they double down. They double down to the point where they offered me $1 million. Then what makes the facts so factual, because you'll take Rat James to bring on your show. Why? How would Rat James know, or maybe he did know, that these lawyers offer $1 million, me $1 million, to say he wasn't there? What that had to do with you, and how would you know, and who is who? You only been a street punk. You never had nothing nice in your life. You only been known as an alcoholic, drunk, smoke crack and primos, and telling anybody. And come from being an abused young man, getting sexually abused until you move to the neighborhood in 82. That's a long time of sexual abuse, but I'm not making fun of sexual abuse because there are real victims out there, but it's still not fair to him. So
Maybe.
I apologize to him for saying those things because
maybe
I shouldn't make fun of him because it's true. Give my apology, James. Let the past be the past. Let's move forward. Now,
well, he
to
can
the
talk.
point where
I mean, this guy just can talk and talk
Dang.
and talk. My
it's not
goodness.
ethical, it's not legal, but you fucking with the wrong one if you think for some change, I don't give a fuck how much the money is, that I will betray Tupac. My loyalty can never be compromised. It's always the same. I believe what I believe in, I stand up what I stand up for. But back to all the circle of the situation. So that wasn't true about Bill and Keffe D out for that. Why would Corey personally give money to Keffe D's son? Why would the lawyers be meeting with Keffe D's son? After I told that lawyer, 702 lawyer, and got on the situation, and he knew I was reaching out to him, he got off the case. Why would someone who has nothing to do or didn't know Keffe D at the time, never met Tupac,
Hello, Mrs.
never met
Jane.
myself.
How are you?
They're gonna pay for Keffe D's lawyer. They're gonna always get involved in all this shit. Why is everybody behind the scenes trying to pay for this? Me personally, I put Puffy in my prayers. And you guys might think it's jokingly, but boy, if you allow those motherfuckers to do what they do, you're gonna be in trouble. Because at the end of the day, hopefully, if I was him, I'd rather tell the judge, you know what, let me go and get this 5 out the way. Let me get this 10 piece out the way. By then, Keffe D trial will be over and you'll be forgotten. But if you walk away scot-free, Keffe D and the rest of those guys are gonna turn on you. And it's different when you go in front of a jury and you the guy that make people dance. You the guy that make people laugh. You the guy that twerk. You know, then now they want to attach you the guy who paid for Tupac to get killed. Don't play with these people, Puffy. All along, when you look at this,
wow,
times have changed so much. I
yes,
always felt
dance
power
clown.
is calm.
God.
Power is like the water, settled, loud and angry, and all these things everybody do. That's a sign of fear. We're going through difficult times all around the United States. You know, I always say a lot of so-called men nowadays is their favorite position to sleep is on their stomach. Even if you got a bitch, I don't think it's sexy if your bitch coming out the shower drying off and pussy wet, and you naked laying on your stomach.
Well, sorry, earmuffs, chat. Earmuffs. Didn't see that one coming. I won't say anything else. I'll stop talking.
You and I said it at the exact same time, except I was on mute. And then I said, phrasing. Didn't see that one coming. Phrasing. We both said it at the same time.
Exactly.
I was on mute.
When was this? Hang on a second. Let me, this was 9 months ago. Yeah.
Well, maybe this was put together 9 months ago. Do we know if the actual interview?
Says Suge Knight has finally admitted that Keffe D told him they killed Tupac. A revelation that changes everything we thought we knew about Tupac Shakur's tragic deletion in Las Vegas. In this exclusive conversation, the art of dialogue breaks down Suge's shocking confession, exploring the never-before-told details behind hip-hop's most infamous case. For nearly 30 years, the murder of Tupac has been surrounded by mystery, speculation, and street politics. Now, Suge Knight's admission sheds new light on what Keffe D revealed to Suge Knight, the events leading up to September 1996, how this information rewrites part of hip-hop history, Tupac's legacy and impact on music and culture. The Art of Dialogue is the #1 platform for authentic hip-hop interviews. Subscribe now. You can check them out if you'd like. I can drop a link. See if there's anything else on there you'd like to watch. But this is the one I was interested in. I have to get the transcript to translate some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh. Stuff's not posting to Facebook. I don't care. It's fine. It'll be okay.
There's nothing she can do to get you excited. Me, I'll be laying on my back on my side for letting know it's time to whatever they want to do. But now a lot of these guys is laying on their stomach.
Schmexy time with Suge Knight.
And they wait.
Yeah.
But when it's all said and done, it was up to me. It's not up to me. I think this should be a real power and learning experience for the culture of hip hop. For the culture of our people.
No, no, Omar. We're just doing the background on the case itself and the players and stuff like that. So we're just trying to lay the foundation of what we're about to get into. I did get some of the court documents, but not all of them. Not yet. Has not started. I think it's August 10th. August 10th.
Don't worry. We'll let you know.
Yeah. I'll send you a link to the playlist. See if there's anything that you want to use. And then I've got to create a folder for all the files that I've found so far. But yeah, I really want to stream with you over this case, cover this case a little bit. You're not ready. No, I was just trying to fill in the gap a little bit, see how much I can, ramble on about it until it starts. Ramble.
Yeah, because it's going to get interesting for sure.
Oh, absolutely. This is wild. So Suge Knight's implicating Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But he's got a lot of motivation to do that anyway. I don't know.
Seems that way.
Everybody's making all these allegations. Everybody doing all these platforms to speak about. Either they speaking about stuff they wasn't there and they act like they was there.
Thank you.
Which is wrong. Or they speaking about stuff to mess up the investigation. Let things play out the way they're supposed to play out. A lot of people have been trying to get a lot of views by going viral. All the people who've been involved have been trying to get these views by going viral, either lying on myself or talking about Pac who they never met, or if they did meet him, because a lot of people do know Pac, but they never had a real conversation with Tupac. How the case may be. Watch what you really wish for. Some people say, God, I just want to be famous. Guess what? He answered your prayer. Now you can explain.
Thank you.
Why you didn't want nobody to have guns. Now you can explain why you trying to bail Keffe D out. Now you can explain why y'all gave Keffe D's son money. You can explain all this stuff. And you can smile and a lot of you guys, I don't get to really see podcasts sitting in prison, but on my tablet, they have news clippings sometimes. And I see the ones men who photoshopping their face and putting up on makeup. Now you can be your own star. But one thing I would say, I am still not promoting for any people to go to prison and die in prison. I don't want to see Puffy die in prison. I don't want to see none of the others who's involved die in prison. But I do want justice for the name Tupac. I do want Snoopy motherfucking ass to admit his part. I do want they look at the Dash recording and go what Dash said to put a knife in Snoop's back. I don't feel that Snoopy should be mad at Warren G. Warren G didn't know he was telling on Snoopy and putting him 1,000% involved in the murder of Tupac. He didn't do it on purpose. Might have been stupid about talking too much, but he didn't do it on purpose. Corrupt said it best. He told us we couldn't go. Nate Dogg said, I'm gonna go regardless. I just don't have to be around those niggas. If I ain't around those niggas, I won't get shot. What I do want, when they sent me to prison, found me guilty in 96, 97, whatever time was that, 2 security said I didn't do nothing but help save the people's life and they helped the casino. A lady named Machuca, security guard, said I hit the guy 10 times and kicked him 10 times. And people played that on their platform and didn't play the rest. The rest of it was, show us in the video where Mr. Knight doing the things you said he did. She started crying and said, he didn't do nothing. The DA right there told me to lie on Mr. Knight. We had to take a break. They ain't court that day. I should have walked. When Orlando Anderson said I didn't do nothing to save his life. When law enforcement got on platforms and says that I paid Orlando Anderson a lie, which that's not true because I did pay Orlando Anderson, not because he got on the stand for me, because he sued Tupac for busting in his motherfucking mouth. And I didn't want Tupac's mother to have to deal with them taking money from her. So I did the honorable, manly thing to do and stepped up and took care of it. When crooked cops tried to change the truth, because they know I should be free. Reason why that case is so important, a detective got on the stand on the oath and lied and said that they didn't know Baby Lane or any of these guys participated in the shooting of Tupac. They didn't want to tell the truth because they would have to let me go.
I'm sorry. I'm like being extra quiet because I haven't watched this, so I'm just like riveted.
Yeah. No. Me too.
So I apologize if I'm not chiming in very much. I'm still here. I'm awake. I'm sorry. I just haven't seen this.
It was guys who was on parole, all of them. Nobody got a violation because they didn't want to charge anybody with anything because we all had to go on trial. If we all went on trial, I'd have got acquitted. They got what they wanted out of it. When they couldn't kill me, but they was able to kill Tupac, they framed me. They blamed me. They said I'm the one to kill Tupac. 30 years. I never said anything different. Because I know the truth. I know God know the truth. And I know Pac know the truth. And I also know what Pac said, what we did, and how well he was doing. I also know what Frank told me. He admitted to everything. Everything. God bless his soul. Long live Tupac. It's not a day that don't go by I don't think about him. And it's not a day I don't enjoy myself in prison. But for young motherfuckers, don't get it fucked up. My worst day on the streets is still better than my best day in prison.
Let me ask you this. Since you've been in prison, have you been approached to testify against Keffe D?
Lots of times.
I almost forgot he was being interviewed.
I know. I told you this guy can talk.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. I mean, what a great interview to catch. Wow.
They talked to my.
And this is at 1.25 speed, so if it sounds a little off, I just needed it to be a little bit faster, but I didn't want to go full 1.5 just because he's kind of hard to understand.
I agree. Yeah.
Lawyers in Vegas, Richard Scheinfeld, David Chasnos, and they even reached out. But under no circumstances, no matter whatever the situation is, I don't have anything to do with that trial. I don't have anything to do, period. When it's all said and done, they have enough people they can talk to. They have enough evidence they do know. Look, they got the check, they got the motive, they got the body. What the fuck do I have to do with any of it? I'm not the one for none of that. They talk bad about me, said that I never helped the investigation. I never will. At the end of the day, shit, Keffe D stupid motherfucking ass told it in his book. He told it on podcasts. However it may be. But it ain't about pointing the finger. It ain't about constantly talking about it. The facts is this. A certain person goes to hate Keffe D because he claims Keffe D was involved with the murder of Tupac. But this same person who claims that he really know Pac, but you don't, but he really know me because he do, and he really worked for me because he did, but you knew with the word on the streets, you knew because you're connected to law enforcement. Your father, who was on the investigation, they took him off knows. But still, you took Keffe D and said, hey, I'm going to give you a hug because you was involved with killing Tupac. And I know he was, your involvement. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bless you and hook you up with a book deal and get you some money. I'm going to put you on this culture of vulture Russian guy on this podcast more than once to get you some money. And there's another guy podcast he went on more than any of them. But I'm not going to say nothing bad about that guy because I think that guy is a good guy who does great things for the culture of our people and the culture of hip hop. So I'm going to leave him anonymous. He went on his show maybe 6 times, or maybe 7. But none of these things would have happened.
Oh, that's okay, Liz. I do the same thing. Sometimes I have to go back and rewatch, especially, if I can get the transcript later, read it as it goes. Kind of helps me pay attention because I'm a wiggler and get distracted.
If it's one for the guy who basically dropped the ball and Pac ended up dead, I ended up with a bullet in my head and shot somewhere else. And at the end, at the very, very end,
I needed the closed captions. Otherwise, I would have been
lose a
lost.
lot of money. A lot of time in prison. Right. That's not the part that really gets me angry. What gets me angry the most is that I used to blame myself of the passing of my mother. My mother was the type of mother, she would never visit me. My mother used to come visit me on Mother's Day. Yeah, siblings. New Year's is my mother and father's anniversary. It was married for 50-some years before my mother passed away. And my mother said, get ready.
You? Hey, Tammy.
Want to visit my baby. And then when they get there, she'll tell me, the father said, it's our anniversary. She'd be worried about celebrating our anniversary instead of visiting our son. And my mother would look at my father and say, didn't I tell you, ugly motherfucker? My son come before everybody. And a lot of my humor I get from my mother. I definitely get the cussing from my mother. So, my mother was so down. I was in prison. And at that time, they'll let you do your hugs, your kisses, and your goodbye at the back of the wall. The back of the wall was a sewing machine. So if I stand by that sewing machine, and somebody stand in front of me, I could do some things that, even though my dick was harder than penitentiary steel, I'd be able to relieve myself. My mother was so down that my mother said, I know what you...
Well, this stream will not be monetized.
Yeah.
just gonna put that out there.
Why do these things just like sneak in out of nowhere? It's like we're having a normal conversation, then it's like you're talking to your
consider
mother.
this the worst.
Yeah. Like maybe we could skip 5 seconds or 10 seconds.
So if you'd like to support this channel, feel free to send a super chat or
Yep,
Venmo,
certainly
Cash
not
App.
making any money from YouTube.
Definitely not going to be monetized. I have a funny feeling this whole series will not be monetized.
Probably not. Oh, Rosie.
Doing baddest motherfucker. I'm not gonna be looking, but I'll stand in front of you facing the police. And my mother gained weight. My mother said, I ain't skinny no more. Shit, I didn't gain weight. You can't see around me. You get a few of your friends. Shit, that girl can get on her knees. And I ain't putting the motherfucking bitch down because cigars to her. That made me feel for a long way back to strip out, put my clothes back on, and walk back to my cell smoking a cigar. But I would get my dick sucked in the head.
Whoa.
So my next day, my mother comes in and my mother says, you better watch this particular guy. And once again, we don't take this time to make fun of no one, but it is the truth. And I said, you better watch this particular guy. I think they like you.
Oh boy, I feel something gross
No, I'm
coming.
not.
Beep.
That heifer, she might be pretty. That heifer come down here and she would suck your dick.
Oh, there it
On the
is.
way out, you can't go to the restroom, you can't do nothing. You gotta walk to the car. And this guy would grab that heifer and stick his tongue down that throat.
Whoa,
fuck yourself.
He didn't say nothing. No, you just came in her mouth.
There it is.
And I still mama. And my mama would laugh.
Oh my God, it's still
My mama
going.
would give. And my mama would love. Everything I learned from my mother is
Well, I hope you didn't learn those things from your mother.
so when my mother passed away,
Say that,
it wouldn't allow my
please,
mother
please, God.
see me. My mother came to see me in the county jail, and a detective, maybe 10, 15 deep, rushed my mother out after 5 minutes when they're supposed to be 15. She went from there to the hospital. When she got in the hospital,
They are, but they're
they kept her there to give her a feeder.
taboo.
Every day she would say she need to leave to come see me. They said she couldn't leave the hospital. She begged the lawyers, the courts, the judges. I'm stuck in the hospital. What's the difference? Talk to my son behind the glass that you record the conversation, or him calling me. I'm talking on the phone that you recording the conversation. Despite me, them being angry at me, my mother died. And I forgive those who lied on me. I forgive those who participated in the killing of my little brother Tupac. I forgive them framing me, stealing from me, trying to kill me more than once.
It's a fun story.
But I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna fight to the very end. The first time I talked to you, I knew me being me covered a lot of stuff. A lot of attorneys get pressure. Some turn on me. Some could be a great attorney, be forced to quit. I apologize to that attorney. I'm not going to say names, not that I'm embarrassed or ashamed to say the name, or I know that when I do say their name, it comes from them. My skin's so thick, I can make the most cases nigga turn to a bitch.
Oh yeah.
As long as we in the room together. But your
It's
platform
charming.
is great because your platform is just not touching one group of people. Your platform touches the people who participate in the war, in the world, not just the war. And you get so many people getting assassinated, you get so many people getting canceled. Said, love is stronger than anything. That's what we're missing.
Woo! Fuck,
Well,
bruh. What the fuck, bruh?
And the fuck, bruh.
I think I'd rather listen to
Sharilla.
Sharilla the Killer. In my opinion. I'm just saying.
Well, you know, anytime you have to talk about a murder case, it's just you're going to have to deal with a lot of language that YouTube doesn't like. So
I know,
here we
but
are.
you include your mother in these conversations that
She did. It's cool. She did.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
bad enough you know moms have to clean their socks, but
Right. Clean your socks. Use your socks as dental floss. There's that. Yeah, we've got shoulder. Full on shoulder.
Sticky socks.
Ew.
Raising like, teenage boys. It's not the washing machine that's stealing the socks. It's your mother throwing them in the garbage. Okay. Coming out.
Them being hidden under there for 10 years until, you're already at the house. And you're like,
yeah. Yikes.
There they are. Yeah. It's not fun, but you don't say anything. You just.
You're showing that shoulder for free, Rosie.
Apparently. Made Darren happy. Let's see. All kinds of saucy stuff happening.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Where is who's playing? Who's out there? Who's streaming?
We can't see you, Calvin. Chat.
Hey, Calvin. How are you?
I don't see him.
I do see him.
You see him in the chat?
It's right there.
Hold on a minute. I don't see him.
It's on the screen.
I know, but why don't I see him in the actual chat?
You finally just sat down after prepping. Oh, what you making?
That is bizarre. Oh, there he is. I can see it on YouTube, but I can't see it in StreamYard.
I see him. I don't know why you can't. That's weird.
Okay, now I see him. Okay.
Oh, you did? You watched Mackenzie's prison girlfriend's TikToks?
Yeah, very interesting. There's a bunch of them. I should probably go over them.
Do I have to? My days are not my own lately. Just trying to keep up. How are my watch hours going? My watch hours are fantastic. It's Star that needs the watch hours. So if you could,
yeah, they basically yanked all my watch hours. So there's that. So
yeah, no bueno.
No bueno.
No bueno.
I dropped a bunch of streams that I think might have been problematic with the stealing of other people's content for
allegedly
streams that I was actually co-hosting. I moved them. So
guys, are you in the mood for Tyler Robinson with Andrea Burkhart, or would you like to go to the talented Mrs. Machado with Olap?
I would go to Olap.
Yeah, Olap.
Although I like Andrea.
I do too. I just don't know what everybody's mood is in.
Yeah, Olap's stuff has been very funny. So definitely a pick me up from this conversation, especially the way it ended with the disgustingness that we didn't need to hear.
Right.
I mean, I'm not a prude or anything, but it's like the conversation wasn't going there. So what was
the point of that?
Right.
Yeah.
And then
sending a message to someone? I don't know. Running really? Oh. On part 11 currently. Oh wow. Look at that.
Wow.
Be making prison money. Ooh, making the prison monies. Let's see. Boosh says he prepped chicken and beef for tomorrow and Saturday. Prepped a salad, flounder, and corn ribs for tonight.
Whoa. And
hot boiled peanuts.
Hot boiled peanuts. Awkward.
Everybody says OLAP. You got it. Or I've got one person saying OLAP and star. So there's two. No one else chimed in. You're getting OLAP. All right.
Thank you all for being here. We appreciate
absolutely.
it.
And to the 129 of you, make sure you have checked that like button. And, go ahead and share the stream with your friends, even though it won't be monetized. But let them know we're going to be talking about this case and remind them it's coming up. This may overlap with Laura Owens if Laura Owens goes forward in August. But I really wanted to cover this because I think this is historical, given that it, just the size and the scope of this case is just insane. Okay, bye. He says, okay, bye.
I mean, Boosh, where's the food? Because we need to come and eat. Phrasing, forget it.
Yep.
I'm hungry, is what I should have said.
Exactly. That's always happens when we stream.
Awkward.
Okay, everybody.
Sorry, Boosh.
Thank you, mods. Thank you. Well, I guess that's Boosh. And let's see, we have any other mods show up today? And Star?
Just me and Boosh, I think.
Oh, yeah. I think today is Fave's day off.
Yeah.
So thank you, mods. Thank you, folks, for stepping in. I appreciate you all. And I will be trying to cover this at least once a week until the trial starts, unless something else pops off. And then the next potato installment should be tomorrow. So be on the lookout for the next episode. And
absolutely,
as always, hit the like, make a comment.
Buy the merch.
Buy the damn merch.